Welcome back, basketball fans. Welcome back. So, Kenya versus Algeria. This game was very entertaining. Algeria won this game by a single point, and this game went to overtime to decide the winner. So, this game was awesome. It was excellent. Although there was one unsportsmanlike foul on Kenya, and having a total of 12 team fouls to Algeria's 7, really wasn't a good look, especially for Kenya. But this game was overall exciting. We were tied at 17 apiece heading into overtime, and although you're not able to cap off the win, you could see the fight and the grit that the Kenya team had. That thing was very commendable. You could see the same thing that we saw from Kenya, especially in the Egyptian game, where they got tired a bit, especially in the game when progressed and they kind of lost their footing a bit. But if you look at the way they showed out in this game, it was pretty commendable. So before we start, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, like the video, run up them likes, man. I mean, they really help me out a ton. I'm just gonna give you like a second to like, and let's get into it real quick. So the team presentation, we have our main guys in there. We've got Koja, we've got Zioka, we've got who else? Elisha in there. Couldn't see him, but we saw him in there. He had a dunk at the end of the Egyptian matchup, and this game it was awesome to see. So fast possession, Algeria starts. You could see the defense moving in, and the three, almost the three, was a fake three, but a shot has been lifted. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. And Kenya, one thing that I need to say is like that defense, like doing that defense from Egypt, you can see the same like things that I was mentioning, like the offensive boards, like trying to get like good footing, especially inside. You could see Alicia, he has the ball in there, passing it in, deflected, recovered, and it's a mid-range shot hit by Nzioka. I mean, that's pretty good. Brands, he hit that. Algeria, they missed that layup. I mean, it was a wide open layup. He watched Koja going in strong. He missed it. I mean, the same things that the same thing that really hurt him, especially finishing inside, man. It was the same thing. I mean, finishing inside, just having that poise to be able to like finish inside, having that composure in there, is something that he has, I can say, really struggled with, especially looking at these games. And one thing I must say is that grit is what is needed, especially having Brands in there. He's been good, especially he hit that mid-range shot. He's going inside, he got blocked. You see the aggression that he's putting in. Although the defense is not as the greatest, I mean, you can only be too good on defense, but you can try to at least like work on the floors a bit. But you can see Kenya just have like some workaround, especially in training camp. In training camp, I'm pretty sure they said that they were ready, but if I look at the way like they're playing right now, like you can see that missed shot. I mean, by Wawero, he tried to go in, recover the ball, not having much composure in there because there was a size. My number one from Algeria has been literally like guarding the rim, being the rim protector. So it's been hard for them, but at least they should at least find a way to score. You can see that's an easy basket in there. First points for Algeria, a three from Wawero. He hits that. I mean, it's actually pretty good. 8:14, almost 2 minutes played, and you can see how easy it is for this guy, number one from Algeria. I mean, he just had that huge size advantage in there, and they also have number 9 in there, who's also as tall, but still, this game was actually played pretty well. And Kenya up 3, just moving on slowly. You could see they're trying to recover from the things that they saw and the things that they did, especially in the Egyptian game. Nice nice mid-range by Brands. Nice shot. And we had Nzioka going in again in there, but he made that free throw. So yeah, confident in our guys. It's just that defensively, not the greatest, but looking at the end result score, you could see their defense is good. It's just that they are fouling too much. That's one thing that I've seen, especially looking at the stat sheet right now. And something that they need to like check on is that. So that possession is up. Algeria, their three is way off. Branty has the ball. He went in strong, but man, he got fouled. At least he was able to get the ball in attack. Mostly attacking is what is needed, and working the half court. Koja, I mean, he settles for that. And one thing that I struggle to understand is why this guy just settles for that. And looking at even the way he approached it, you could see if he faked the shot. At some point I saw like he hesitated a bit. If he at least faked the shot and tried to drive, it would be much more easier to lose his defender, and these other guys will be forced to collapse. But given the fact that this guy has the ability to like rise up and at least get the ball inside, that's one trait that he's not been using. I don't know why he doesn't go to that, especially when you're going to international continental b-ball, but he just settles for that jumper, and that jumper is not the greatest shot. It's actually a low percentage shot, but you can see he hit one in the Egyptian game, and this one he tried and didn't make it. And that rebounding is good. And although when one thing I've seen, you should never like shoot a three when there's no a person there who can be able to rebound. But that's a good thing that I saw that Kenya have been able to like work on. Yeah, at least Kojo's there get that huge rebound, which was needed. See, number 7 tried to walk inside, hit him with that spin, but he almost tripped. Number 2 going in, almost ricochets the ball, almost throws the ball away, solves for the 3, and he knocks it down and ties up the game. Elisha, he sells it for the 3, couldn't make it. Well, we're trying to get the ball up, and he just got elbowed in there. And I don't know why they never called this. Like, the thing that I struggle to understand is they never like called some of the blatant like fouls. You could see like the dude was just elbowed in there, like he was just trying to get that, and he just got bumped with an elbow, and they're not gonna whistle an unsportsmanlike foul. But they gave them an unsportsmanlike foul, but they didn't give us that. So I'm not complaining, but I'm just mentioning it. This is something that is crazy, just crazy to see. And Algeria have the basketball, tied at 3, 7:16 left in the game. So this game was actually pretty close and exciting to see, especially defensively. See Kenya, Waweru, he's picking his guy up. Elisha got blown by, and defense again, he just got caught lacking. You can see Elisha, he was watching the ball a lot, and he couldn't be able to like defend. You could see where his eyes were. He was looking at the ball primarily, and number 9 was just waiting for that basketball because he saw Elisha. His positioning wasn't the greatest, and it just caused that blow by to be so easy. Elisha is a very good defender, but if you look at his placement and looking at where he was looking at the ball a lot. Number 9 was easily just going to pass there, because if you look at his right foot in front of his left foot, he was actually pretty bent there. So a crossover would have tripped him and made him fall down. But number 9 just made sure to use his size, use his length to be able to go in. And at the time he was even rising up, number 20 Waweru and Elisha were just left, and he just rose up, used his height, and finished easily in there. So couldn't guard that at all. Elisha, he has the ball. He's being guarded by number 7. Number 9 tried to pick him up. Number 9 going there for the rebound, tipped it out. And Algeria, they saved the ball. Elisha has it. And number 9, you could see from Algeria just blocked Alicia. And he made sure to like not let that ball pass in there. That was a nice vision from Nzioka, but number 9 was just there just to block it. He will have faked it. He will have faked that shot, but at that point the instincts that he had was just to make it. But number 9 just made sure to send that thing back. And man, both on offense and defense, one possession he was able to like get his like dribble in there and just drive in, and the other one was a defensive play. So you could see just knowing where he's supposed to be on the court. Waweru, he goes in, nice move, especially to start to like start. He's able to get that mismatch by number 2. He's the bigger guy using his size, and he was able to get in easily. Number 2 going in there. Number 2, he got fouled. He got fouled in there, and the ball's just gonna start in this Algeria basketball. But you could see like the tenacity that Algeria had exhibited, especially you could see number 9 again just saucing up. This guy was just loading up at all. You can just look at that again, and it's in this time they used Alicia to defend number 9, which really wasn't a good idea. It wasn't like not even a good idea, but the way Alicia was playing wasn't like the best. But he was like the best guy that they would throw at number 9. But this time they threw Aweru onto him, and it's just the same thing. See, Aweru, he didn't have like good positioning on his feet. He needed to slide, but you can see his right foot bent, left foot no much stability. But at the time that even he's like trying to recover, number 9 was just off, and he just released it off the glass, just the same way that he did when he blew by Alicia. And it's just a sad state of affairs. But you could see Kenya still recovering in there really quick. You could see Oweru, he gets by. See his Koja uses the screen from Koja, and Ziok Brands going in there and just loading up on number 7. And those are the plays that made this game close. Step back 3, missed it. Number 9 from Algeria saves it while we were just waiting for that ball to go out. Number 2 goes in, and this is funny because Koja is the tallest guy that we have in the squad. He tries number 2 sizes him up. You could see there was help coming from Aweru, and Brands was far away guarding the number 9 guy. But number 2 had that quick step. You could see Aweru, he wanted to go help in there, but he saw Koja was there. But by the time Koja was rising up, you could see Koja's feet hadn't even left the ground yet. Koja's feet hadn't even left the ground at the time, and at the time that number 2 is just going to this peak of his shot, like the ball was just in at all. And even with the hard swipe that Koja had put in there, couldn't stop the ball from going off the glass and going in on top of the glass. So yeah, Koja, he has the ball, he tries just a dribble, and those are the shots that I'm talking about right now. Like those are the shots that are costing us the possession. If I look at a guy like Koja taking those shots, I wouldn't even advise it at all. You should just let a guy. I should have just left those shots to Brands or Waweru, because those are the guys who can be able to knock down that shot, not Koja. Especially off the dribble shots, that's a very ill-advised shot, not supposed to be taken. Number 7 tries to work it up. Number 9, with that nice dribble, tries to lull Waweru to sleep. And man, I mean, Waweru was not gonna. He was not gonna let like. He was not going to let him go easily like that. You could see how quick he was. And number 9 from Algeria, I mean, this guy Omar Fateh Ben Salah. I mean, Salah was just flaming on. 5:55 left. Algeria lead by 1 point. Algeria 6, Kenya 5. So this was just an onslaught. You can even see like the way we were breathing heavy in there. Not sure the strategies in there, because 3x3 is the players that decide everything. But man, Kenya, we needed every single possession. Elisha, he goes in hard, gets blocked. I mean that shot got blocked off the glass. Number two sells for the three, couldn't make it. Elisha with the rebound. Brands, he tries the three, couldn't get it to go. Rebound, Koja, nice. And it's something. And look at that, number seven, just going in pretty well. I mean, it just shows like the skill that these guys have. Just take the ball outside. Elisha again, like Elisha's defense hasn't been the greatest. This is the second blow by in this game where he's just getting blown by. The first time it was by number nine. You could see where his feet were. Especially like when you're guarding like a guard, not guarding a forward, and he just got caught slipping. Look at that space that's there, where the Algerian guy with the ball, like he has to sprint, and you have like a guy like Alicia who's tall and he's not like your average like forward. He's a guy that can be able to guard through length. But look at how he's positioning with his feet. He was too low, and that bust by the Algerian player, and he just left him just standing there, just watching the ball. And that tight pass that number seven gave to number one, which caught the defense off guard. Elisha wasn't there to be able to stop it, and because number one used his size pretty well for edge, he used his size pretty well, and he was able to get by and just make that tough shot. And Brands, he hits that three, the 2-pointer, bringing the ball. I mean, he's been their guy, especially shooting, and I preferred him shooting to Koja. And look at those passes. Those are the passes that are just destroying somebody. Elisha again, he got caught slipping. Couldn't guard in there. Number one, he's just lacking there in the post, and he's too big for Koja. Koja couldn't be able to like guard him, especially looking at his number one's physique. He's much stronger. Koja is long, he's taller, so he's not able to guard that guy in terms of using like his hips. So yeah, it is what it is. Like, game tied. Again, you could see nice defensive play by Koja. He blocked number two, something that Elisha should have done a few possessions ago. Koja has done it when you just got switched on to him. Koja again struggling in there. Brands tries to take the ball up, and it's looks like a turnover or a foul. I mean, it's crazy, but you can see like the grit that Kenya has. I commend it a lot. You could see like the creativity that Koja had in there. You could see all the guys from the Algerian side did not anticipate that pass, and it's a good pass, but it wasn't completed pretty well. So you could see Algeria just hounding. Aweru tries to recover the ball. He does, goes for the three. Man, he just rims out. Number nine, he has the ball again. The matchup with Elisha, you could see how Elisha is trying to defend. He gets blown by again. Number nine he's just having a field day. Dude just knows how to pick him up. He knew he's just gonna get guarded by Elisha, and he just knew what moves to hit him with, and he just lost them to sleep. And this is the second time. Like, man, I mean, this guy was just cooking. He cooked everyone. Cooked Elisha. Put him on skates. Rose up. He faked right. He faked left. He went right. And yeah. And he just tipped away the ball from Elisha. So man, I mean, Elisha's had a long day, man. Look at that. I mean, that footwork is just amazing. He's just doing what Koji is supposed to be doing. Well, where he grabs it, I'm not sure, man, but it just looks difficult. But man, it's a turnover, so he almost stepped out, but nah, it's not a turnover. Went back iron. Elisha tries the three, and he knocks it down. He is that dude. Like, damn. Shot from three, does an easy 2 points, and Kenya is up by 1 point. Number two goes in. Man, I mean, Man, number 9 is just cooking. He goes in for the step back three, and it just rims out. But Ben Salah is just he's just been sensational in this game, man. I mean, I just don't understand. This guy has just been cooking us, especially using like his footwork and using like his length in there, which which is shown like when you can use your size and be a bit skilled in there, you can be able to like get away with a lot, and also not even get away with a lot, but like play some very good basketball. Nice turn, it's a turnover. Where he looks at going for the three, but he passes it inside. The pass was too hot, and it leads to a turnover. Man, those turnovers are really costly. Algeria, Algeria with the ball. You can see Bronze is there, fouls it, and man, I don't know. Like we recorded 12 team fouls in this game, and the fouls that we keep getting fouled on, these refs are not even calling them. I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying, man, like, damn. Number 9. Oh man, this is. Let's just watch that again. Let's just watch that again. I mean, number 2 goes up, couldn't make it, and Ben Salah goes in, cleans that up. Kodja tries to go in. I mean, going for the rebounds. Kodja going in for a rebound again, and it's whistled a foul. This time, both teams are tied at 10 points apiece. This was awesome. He missed it, and Ben Salah goes in and just cleans up that board. And right now he's just seated right now. Tied at 10 points, 3:16 remaining of game. Kodja lining up from the free throw line. Kenya up 1 point. But this point is anybody's game. But the points to just bail us out were just coming from they were just shots were like you can't even anticipate them, but cleaning up the boards was necessary, especially when it came to like playing against Algeria in this game, making sure to make the right play. That is what made us like tie the game, especially in regulation. So Brands, he has the ball, the free throw. He's gonna knock it down, and we're up 2. Oh man, number 1 again. I mean, those are the shots that just. I mean, they just drain somebody. I mean, there's. Man, they're just killer. They're just killer, man. Like 2:54 remaining. They make the free throw. They're not gonna miss that. Elisha is being guarded by Ben Salah, or where he goes in for the 3, rims out. I mean, at this point, we just need a basket. You just need a basket right now. Oh man, those tough like balls like that like number 1 is using, man. They're just killing us, especially inside. You can see number 2 draws the foul. We didn't even draw as many fouls like that. But at least we went to the line 3 times. The Egyptian game, we didn't go to the line. He didn't even go to the line like that. But this game, at least we went to it. But you sent them to the line a lot. So every player in the squad went to the line. It's just that where Jackson didn't go to the line. Elisha sells for the 3, couldn't make it. Kodja goes in, and the ball just slips from his hand. I mean, what is going on, man? And it's 2:22 remaining. This game has the ability to drag on. And it did drag on. And the points were just coming in slowly. Points just coming in slowly at this point. Elisha, he has it. Kodja settles for the jumper again. I mean, my God, the guy who's advising him to like take those shots, I don't get this. I don't get this at all. I mean, Ben Salah going in again, trying to use his handles. Number two going in again. I mean, man, he was going down. At this the time where I think he was he was in the face that he started bleeding, man, because this game was actually quite difficult. Oh man, he's bleeding. Oh, that's nasty. This actually, it actually just shows you like, man, it's when you're playing, when you're playing, then you just like, taste blood like that. That's when you know like that game is actually quite difficult to play in. But anyway, just gotta play on. Got Ben Souther going in and lining up the line. Man makes the free throw. Browns, he has the ball. Gives it to Elisha. Elisha being guarded by Ben Salah. 3-pointer. No good. Algeria up by 2 points. Kenya 12, Algeria 14. Free throw made, and these guys were not even missing their free throws. All of them. I mean, Ben Salah, man, like, just killing us, especially inside. 15 Algeria, Kenya 12. Would every possession matters and every possession counts? Can we be able to at least do something to be able to like get over this? Or try to fix the three, goes in, and he draws the foul. Should be a foul. He's gonna go to the line for 1 point. I mean, at this point, we need to get back. We need like every shot that we take at this point, we needed to at least find a way to like score it, because at this point, oh man, it was just insane. But it's funny to me that Algeria blew this game and they had the ability and the upper hand to win, and they just let us come up with the comeback. I feel like the grit that we showed, especially at crunch time, we made the adjustments that we needed to make, especially down the stretch, to be able to win that ball game. And I'm very impressed when I look at the way we played here, because when we look at the way we played against Egypt, when we were getting into like the final minutes of the basketball game, we kind of slowed down and we lost the game. But you can see this Algerian game, they're coming at us very hard, and they want to win this game, and they had the chance to win it, but we never stopped hunting and being able to like make the right plays when it mattered. So that was very commendable, and when I watched this, I just felt so happy to see Kenya just fight. Although the end result wasn't like what we wanted, it was 1 point. We lost by 1 point, but you could see the grit that we had, and it was one thing that it made me feel so happy to see. Despite all the whole situation in there. So yeah, despite losing, I'd prefer we lose like that, because if we lose and we put in like, when you at that point we put in like 10% in there, that's what was the difference. Oh, this game was just dragging. So it's a one free throw being made. 128 left, 15-12. Missed that free throw. We have possession of the basketball, just need to get out. Elisha, man, he banks it in. 2 points that we really needed. Almost a turnover. Number two recovers it. Number one, he goes in here and he scores it. I mean, that possession was pretty fast, especially Elisha. He goes in for the tough 3-point shot. And you can look at number one from Algeria. He has done this move, this like the third time. With that move, like he's reversing. He's been able to score like 2 times like that. But the other time, He didn't score, but this game was actually pretty interesting, and I like the way we fight, especially fighting at the last at the last like possessions. We're just fighting a lot, even going down, even risking going down. That's one thing that is commendable in there. Algeria up 2. Okay, Koja, he has the ball in there. Nzioka goes in. Koja with the rebound, takes it in, and he makes it. So it's a 1 point game. Algeria just almost blowing it, and Kenya just saved the ball. Koja has it. Elisha goes in, gets his board back, and he's whistled for the foul. He's gonna go to the line for 1 point with 45 seconds left. And that was actually pretty good. Like, look at the hustle play. You could see like two guys just going in for the rebound. Every possession matters. With 45.9 seconds remaining and 1 point down, we needed every single possession to count. Elisha goes in. Ah, man, it was way off. It actually is 2 free throws. If he made that free throw and we just played solid D, we'll have just won this game easily. But anyway, it is what it is. Went to overtime, tied the ball, tied the game. He banks it in. It's tied. We're both tied at 16. And number 9, he's given the ball at crunch time. He goes in for the quick layup and he gets fouled. You can see how Awero was loading up and how Elisha made sure to load up on that guy, because he's blown by Elisha a couple of times and also Awero, so they had to like at least alter that shot. Elisha made that free throw, tying the game. So Ben Salah, he's up there. He missed it. He's actually had 2 free throws. And this last one, man, it was just quite difficult. It was actually quite difficult for the Algerian fans to see this, because man, they're not able to defend home court, and this game they won at overtime. So Kenya just had to fight back, especially down the stretch. Most the final possession, 27 seconds left, and this game, man, like 24.8 seconds. Mostly went out of bounds. Man, nice huge defensive play by Ben Salah. Maybe it was a missed call in there. I thought it was whistled for a foul, man. If going to the line is actually, damn, it would have costed us a lot, especially in this game. But anyway, going in, we made it. And it's tied at 17. The game's tied at 17. And Ben Salah has just been smothered in there. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And man, it was just funny to see. It was just funny to see, man. And that will do it. Tied at 17 points. Tied at 17. Look at that possession real quick. Like, I even made sure to just take it back a bit, because this was actually pretty crazy. When the time is just winding down, no team was able to score a basket or even get a basket in there. So we're gonna go into overtime. So we're not even going to gloss past the fact that Algeria blew their lead and we forced overtime. But I'm just going to say that this game we played with a lot of heart and desire, not like the way we started, especially with Egypt. Egypt put their foot down and they just took us apart slowly. But in this game, I saw a lot of good. I just saw good making the right plays. Okay, it was a bit of a scrap a bit, but we made the right play and we were able to at least um find ways to cut the deficit. We didn't like let them come in and like feel comfortable in scoring against us. So that's one thing I feel like it was very commendable. And their defense, although it still needs some work, especially like ISO plays. We've seen a couple of instances where we have had like a player getting blown by like multiple times, or even having like a mismatch. That's something that and also the help defense, especially when the offensive player from the other team is going into the rim for the basket. That's one thing that I've seen that needs to be worked on, especially progressing not only in this tournament but also like moving forward. But it was good. So I'm gonna drop another video just talking about the overtime, then I'm just gonna give my roundup on the whole thing. So man, stay tuned for the next. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you get notified on these videos. I'm out, man. Peace.